Alright everyone, today we have my first nuke video, and it was honestly all in thanks to this guy, the IT-1, probably one of the best Russian tanks of all time, and let's get into it. So to start out, I really didn't use my T-62 to the best of my abilities. I sort of just got shot. My friend Collins here also instantly got shot. It didn't go well for either of us, basically. So we just sort of went towards the cap. He dies. Bam. I can't even see. I die. So you know what? Most people think, wow, that is not the start to a nuke video that I thought it'd be. Usually it's just them going around and killing everything. Well, no. It was a terrible start. But we did better with the BMP-2 as we went along, and eventually I just decided I saw him scouted, so I just started spraying in that general direction. Someone killed him. I saw this guy scouted. I hit him, and then finally I decided, whatever. I'm gonna go hide down here. So this goes along for a little bit. I don't really gain any points, except for when I start to cap C. I mean, those are my first points of the game, really. Other than a few scouted kills. I marked that chieftain, I marked the WMA. I actually managed to scout the WMA through the rock. I tried to get a shot off on him, but he backs away. I see a scouted guy here. Luckily I was able to insta-kill him even though I didn't know where he was. Very skillful, I promise. I go along here, and I try to rush in against this WMA. He dies right before I rush in. I move along here. I'm kind of just minding my business at this point, as there's not much for me to do. Because the enemy team doesn't really exist by this point. Only like 3 of them are spawned in. This guy pops out in front of me. Shouldn't have done that. I back off here. They spawn in one other tank to come and murder me. I can hear him coming. He takes out my barrel and breach, but unfortunately for him, my missile does not fire from the gun, so he gets whacked. Khan says, "Do you need any help?" I die right then, so maybe I could have used the help, but it's alright. At this point, I did. You're thinking, Soccer, is this a nuke video? Why are you in a plane? You only have 1,600 score. You can't possibly get a nuke when you've lost so many spawn points to 2 deaths and a plane death. There's no way. So I go in my plane. You can see there's about 16 different AAs firing up at me, but on the bottom of the screen you'll see the WZ-305, which is probably one of the most broken SPAAs with its HEPT shells. Unfortunately, that means my tail section gets taken off, and I can't actually get my bombs to target anything as I'm careening towards the ground here. So I die instantly with my plane. Rest in peace, him. We go back to... I'm just sitting there, and at this point I was sitting there going, should I just leave the game? Cons is out. He's no longer in the game. We've only got like 6 people left. Screw it, we'll bring in the IT-1 and see what we can do. First of all, I miss terribly. I'm so good at the game. I'm the greatest there ever was. I go along here. I kill the Falcon that's sitting in our spawn. Not sure why he's sitting there. At this point, I don't see the M113A1. That guy, as you can see, is sitting there. He has not moved. He is still sat there. I have a Sturm next to me. Sturm's doing what Sturms do best. I actually don't see the AFT in front of me at all as he drives away. But basically, I see my teammate getting attacked on the left side over a B-cap, and I'm like, oh man, I should probably go help them. So I turn to go help them, and that's when I get struck by an M113A1 missile. First of all, I'm fine. Only my driver and my tracks are shot out. But I have absolutely no clue where this guy is. He shoots, hits a tree in front of me, might I add. Tree saves my life. Still can't see him. Smacks another tree, and that gives me the sight ability to see him, so he takes a missile to the face. That's 2 kills already. We're kind of just vibing going along here. Chieftain Marksman right here. I'm like, ooh, a radar to hit. I wonder if I can snipe that. Oh wait, never mind. He's poking his face out. Catch. Goodbye, Chieftain Marksman. Here I see a radar. PGZ. Miss him the first time. But I mean, he's not going to do anything. And he's just kind of sitting there. He's probably looking for aircraft that go by, like our Alouette. But I'm just like, I bet if I hit the radar, it kills him. Blam. Murders his butt. Because these missiles are very large explosives and have a ton of HE filler. So I go log here. That's 4 kills. Now I'm on the cap. I see the heli. I'm like, crap, crap. Don't let him see me. Hide up next to his dead tank. I'll never be found. La-di-da-di-da. Our team is incredibly close to losing by this point. I look over and I hear engine sounds. And I'm like, where are the engine sounds coming from? Oh, hey. A friend. I managed to hit his track from that angle. I could barely see him. I tried to get a cheeky shot on the side of his turret. I missed, but finally I decided, you know what, let's just send one through the front plate. Lower front plate. Goes through the lower front plate. Now at this point, I need to rush to get to one of the caps. I can't even stop for a crew member. I see an AFT. He takes a missile to the front. I'm just absolutely running because we are so close to losing by this point. I have 6 kills, 1 zone cap, and I am running for it at this point. My teammate right there dies to the CM25, but I get on the cap, stopping at around, I think, if I remember correctly, I think the points got down to like 400 here. So like five deaths immediately lose the game because it's like 463 or something. CM25, I can hear him. He probably didn't realize that I could hear him. He's like thinking, game's over. It's probably an SPA or like some tank that can't do anything to me, even though I have no armor. So he wheels around the corner and catches a large missile to the face. By this point, that bomber goes over me. I'm scared because he bombs right past me. Okay, right there, you saw that barrel of the 279. I actually got incredibly scared because the bomb lifted the 279's dead tank, and I just saw the turret start moving around, and my brain went, was there a tank without a turret there? Am I gonna die? Is he just looking at me? But no, it's alright. Eventually cap the point. Slowly but surely, I'm like telling my teammates, like, please, for the love of everything holy, defend B and C. At this point, I'm like, the guy in chat right there asks, Nuke? Which, I mean, I guess he meant nuke. But I didn't realize that it was close enough. So I have 2,000 points, spawn points. They start capturing C. I'm like, guys, please defend C. I blast a Saddam, get down to 2,200. I start heading over to C, but they kill the guy on C. So I'm like, well, I hear engine noises this way, so I'm going to go over here. I see the ZTZ. He takes a missile to the face. I'm just minding my business. I'm like, wow, this is going incredibly well. There are 2 WZ-305s here, actually. I missed this one entirely because I heard the engine noises of one over here. That guy stopped moving, so I missed him. But then I was like, well, I still hear engine noises. But those ones were louder, and it was heading to B cap, and I knew I had to defend B. I'm 40 spawn points away from a nuke at this point. You didn't think you'd see it, but look who decides to show his ugly face. This guy. And he takes a fat missile to the side of the building. Of course I missed, but it still killed him because of HE, and he's open top. And I go, oh my gosh, it's time. By this point, I'm like, no, the enemy team's tickets are draining so fast. I'm like, please, let them decap B and then kill the guy. And then don't cap it. And would you look at that? They start to decap B. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is the moment of my life that I've been waiting for. We have a total of 163 spawn points at this point. We are fighting every last inch to try and win. Yak-9 comes in to protect me. An SPAA manages to get onto the A cap. Onto the B cap with their SPAA. Their SPAA actually does kill one of our guys. And so he's just sat there marking, like, this is the final moments. We are so low on spawn points. I somehow have 5,279 score. I'm going in. The SPAAs are looking for me, but they can't see me because the WZ is behind the corner there. And look at that. There it is. The big old nuke. It do be like that sometimes. Away it goes. The game is ending. I pull up. Bomb goes in. Smashes into the ground there. The ZSU is fighting the WZ on the B cap to try and stay alive for the end of this game. And away it goes. What a beautiful sight to see. With the closest game that I've ever had. The enemy tank was almost to C, actually. If he had gotten to C, we would have lost instantly, but he was so close, and yet so far. And away I go. The game ends in a beautiful nuclear fashion. There you have it.